Well, I read this book and I thought it's kind of a miracle you're alive because there's so many parts of this book where your drinking is out of control and it feels like you have a death wish at times. Same thing with your mom.
For sure.
And you read these accounts, which again are so beautifully written, and then you intersperse that by jumping around with you show up on the set to shoot the Goonies. And so there's this crazy world that you're living in where you feel like, oh, he's a ranch hand. He's not even a ranch hand. He's someone who has to work his way up to being a ranch hand. That's how it feels sometimes. And then suddenly you time travel, you're on the set of the Goonies and you feel like, this is weird. I don't know what this is, this make-believe world that I'm in.
Yeah.
This seems kind of fun, but
not even close to as surreal as my world.
Yes. Yes, your world is much more surreal than showing up and making the Goonies with Steven Spielberg and Richard Donner, with and by the way, I have to step outside this conversation for 1 second and tell you that Sona Movsesian's Citizen Kane is the Goonies. Yeah. And I witnessed this firsthand because this is true for an entire generation. I shoot this travel show and I was not long ago in New Zealand. And I'm in New Zealand and I see a kind of a familiar face way across the way in this strange hotel we're in. And she starts coming closer to me and she goes, "Conan, hi." And I go, "Hi." I can't see quite who it is. And she gets closer and I realize, oh, it's Martha Plimpton.
No way.
Martha Plimpton's in New Zealand. She's there to shoot something. She sits at our table, holds court, is lovely, fantastic, really funny. My crew is all women, it's 3 women, and that I travel with, 2 cameras and sound. They are shaking. And I'm
because she's in the Goonies.
And the thing is, I kept thinking, yeah, Martha Plimpton, she's great, but shaking?
Yeah.
You know, you never shook when you met me. Why are they shaking? Is you guys have is there a tremor going around? And at the end of the night, they went, "Can we just please, Martha, can we just please get a picture with you?" And then after they get the picture, they're practically crying and hugging each other that they got and I said to them, "What?" Yeah. And they said, "The Goonies."
Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah, Matt too. It's not just me.
It's true. Formative.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
and you do whole
movie of my life.
You do whole monologues to me about Troy's bucket.
Yes, of course. It's the most inspirational monologue ever.
There have been times, because Sona's been with me for a long time, and there have been times where we've been all over the place. And I'm not kidding. There were times where I was on tour and it was right after the Tonight Show fiasco and I'm down and out and I'm like, man, I got to salvage my career. And you would you would say, "Conan, it's their time up there. It's your time." And I went, "What are you talking about?" And she went,
"It's not your time. It's our time.
It's our time." And I'm like, "Sona, what is this?" And everyone around her was like, "She's right. It's Troy's bucket." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you people talking about? I'm 87 years old."
Oh my
God.
God.
But honestly, it's like if you did a Freud quote, if you did some other quote, you'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
But because it's the Goonies, it has this reference of like cute.
No, but for a whole generation, it is wow.
No, dude. For like 3 generations.
Yes.
I don't know how many. How old are you? My age?
I am 98 years old.
Yeah, I know. So we're the same age.
I fought in World War II.
Oh, did you?
I am 61.
You're 61.
So I'm older
56.
than you.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
let's rub it in.
Yeah, 61. You look so good.
Thank you. I've had a ton of work done.
Have you?
Do
you get filler, honestly?
I get no filler.
I do.
And you know what? Really?
Yeah, my lips.
No.
No, I love how you just look at me.
We all looked at you.
Let's see those guys.
Dude,
come on.
Can you imagine somebody like me getting filler?
No.
As he sits cross-legged on the chair, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is great.
We all just stared at your
Josh,
lips.
you know what's amazing? No one would ever believe that I would get filler in my lips because I have no lips.
It's okay.
My mouth is a slit. It's a gash in my face.
You do have great cheekbones.
You do have great cheekbones,
Yeah.
and you would look amazing with bigger lips. I suggest
I'm going to
that
do
you
it.
do filler.
You know what I should do?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I know there can be reactions, but even you, because you have no lips, if it reacted poorly, it would still look good.
So even if I got a bad swelling, it would give me something.
It's so mean.
Josh, you could have said something like, no, you look fine. But you went, no, even
No, because
you.
everybody says this is not a perpetual red carpet. You are not a fucking celebrity.
God damn it! I thought this was my time.
That was there. You just brought it around.
Yes.
This is not their time. This is our time.
It's our time down here.
I'm gonna tell you
remember
something.
voice control. I remember Steve Anton said, what was it? What was Carrie's name? Andy?
Yeah.
Andy! Like, it's the worst voice control of any actor until I did my next movie, which was Thrashin', that when I was in the premiere and I saw that movie, a movie that I don't talk shit about anymore, but I did for years, when I saw it, and my name was Chrissy that I yelled out, and she walked out of my trailer, and I go, Chrissy! And I was like, oh my God, you suck so bad. You're actually hurting people. Acting is supposed to bring joy, and you're bringing shit.
I always go back to the one in Wall Street.
What?
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen is on an elevator with
Wall
his
Street.
father.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. And Martin Sheen, they're having this big argument, and Martin Sheen's line is, well, at least I don't measure my worth by the size. I don't measure a man's worth by the size of his wallet, is what he's supposed to yell at him.
Yeah.
And I adore Martin Sheen. He's one of my all-time favorites and a lovely man. But his line reading was, well, at least I don't measure a man's worth by the size of his what? And
It was a Pacino moment.
yeah.
It's the give me all you got.
Yeah, and
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But anyway, every actor has those.
By the way,
somewhere.
have you heard that story? Give me all you got. And he was like, we had planned that he was on cocaine.
Yes.
And you go, thank God that wasn't just you.
Oh, I think
Because
that was
it's-
retroactively put in to make sense of what.
And
Do you-
explain
do you
this.
think-
Explain for people who don't know.
Yeah, there's a scene in Heat where he's interrogating a source, but the best part is he's clearly improvising because when he says, "Give me all you got," the other guy, the look on his face is so real, like he's looking to Michael Mann, going, "Are we going to use this?"
Yeah,
What
right.
is-
I know.
But
Is
it
this
works because
usable?
he's like,
And then
Vincent
you know what
Hanna's
you
too
do when you
scary.
get to that point. I've been to that place. I've been in that place, and you do it twice.
Yeah.
Give me all you got. Give me all you got. It's like, please cut. That's what he's saying. Please cut the film. Don't let this happen. I'm an actor. I can't stop. And
He
he's
also
one
has
of my
another line. I think in
all-time.
the same one. I think in the same one he says, "She's got a great ass."
That's what I mean.
And then
it's
he
that.
slaps
It's
the
those-
table.
And he slaps the table. And the thing about Pacino, who sat in that chair,
and had a great ass.
and had a great ass. He sat.
Yes.
One of the greats. Man.
He is.
One of the
I
greats.
mean, God,
one
but
of the greats.
he can get away with
Anything. Yeah.
anything
Except
because
that.
he's Al Pacino. Yeah, except that.
Except
that was
that.
wrong.
That was wrong. That was a perfect movie.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up, but or Michael Mann fucked it up. And I'm saying that from a fellow actor. I've spoken with him. Not that I told him, hey, why'd you fuck up me? But he's one of the great. I mean, Dog Day Afternoon to
Yes.
me
Oh
is
my
like
God.
one of the greatest films of
Of
all
course.
time that I've
Yeah.
probably seen 30 times, and it's just, I mean, truly one of the greats. When I heard him back, I was on a plane and I heard him back there. What it was like Tom Waits' version of this, and I couldn't. It's one of the few people I couldn't come up to. I was so in awe.
Me too.
And he came up to me and he
too.
said, I'm a big fan. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a moment I'll never forget.
Yeah, he's the Godfather.
Yeah. Did he say he was a fan of yours?
No, not a fan. He went out of
kind of did.
No.
He
went.
likes you.
He went way out of his way to say, "Not a fan." No. He was very sweet to me, and I've run into him a couple of
That's
times, and he
awesome.
has been enormously kind and sweet to me. But
Can we just revisit this really quick before you move on? And I know I say this every time I see you, but I used to see you on the street in New
the
York.
park,
You know this.
Upper West Side.
Upper West Side, but not in the park. The Upper West Side, I would see you on the street and you would always avoid me. And that's the truth.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
always avoid
I
me.
did,
You'd always
yeah.
look at me. You'd have your dogs.
Yeah, dog.
I was
Single.
totally-
one dog.
One dog?
Yeah.
I imagined many
Well, I had a
dogs.
paper mache dog. I wanted people to think I had 2 dogs.
Really?
So I had a real dog and then I had a paper mache dog.
But I always remember seeing you, recognizing you, and then you would look up, and then basically it was your version of Stay Away From Me.
Yeah. I was very anti-Goonie back then.
No, you didn't know I was from the Goonies. You just thought I was some weird street urchin that needed cocaine, and you looked like a dealer.
You were swinging a hatchat. I will say that.
He looked like a dealer?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. That's probably what I thought then.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you holding? You holding? Aren't you Conan O'Brien? Shit, man.
Look,
no? Okay.
As everyone will tell you, I'm notoriously unfriendly when you meet me on the street. Notoriously.